Thank you so much for coming to the Marvelous Marauders and Alumni Award Recognition Dinner tonight. We're going to be getting started in about 5 minutes, so if you need a refill on your drink before we get started. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get started with the formal part of our program this evening. Now, as we continue with our program, I would like to welcome our distinguished guest for this evening, including the university's leadership team. We have Dr. Gail Gasparish here. Thank you, Dr. Gasparish. We have Vice Presidents Victor Ramos and Victor DeSantis. We have Chief Technology Officer Josh Hartnett. From the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, we have Dean Eva Zake. And from our Council of Trustees and Board of Governors, Dr. Brandon Danswell. Oh, and I just met him tonight and his wife from the foundation, Dr. Stephen and Ronnie Kepchar. Welcome. Now, tonight there are two bodies that are granting awards. We have the university recognizing the university's Marvelous Marauders, and we have the Alumni Association recognizing our alumni award winners. So as we go through the program, I will share a bit about each of our Marvelous Marauders before we have them come up to receive their award and take a photo with President McCutcheon. President McCutcheon, thank you. For the Alumni Awards, when we get to the Alumni Awards, I'm going to invite up Dr. Dan Sedelnik, class of 1975. Dr. Sedelnik, raise your hand. Thank you. And then he'll come up and recognize the Alumni Award winner. So, to get started, we also have some folks joining us on Zoom tonight as well. So welcome to everybody watching us on Zoom. So at this time, it is my honor to welcome Derek McCutcheon, class of 1998 and president of Millersville University Alumni Association, to provide remarks for today's special celebration. Derek.
Thank you, Josh. Good evening, everyone. As someone who is proud to serve as president of the Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's celebration. While Dr. Wuba is unable to join us this evening, it is truly an honor to be here with you as we recognize an extraordinary group of alumni. I would like to start by recognizing the current Alumni Association Board who is in attendance tonight. If you could please stand and be recognized. I would also like to recognize any past Alumni Association Board members who are in attendance this evening and on whose shoulders we currently stand. Could you please stand and be recognized as well? Tonight is a powerful reminder of what it means to be a Marauder. The individuals we are celebrating have taken the foundation they built here in Millersville and used it to lead, to serve, to innovate, and to make a meaningful difference in their communities and professions. What stands out most is not just their accomplishments, but the impact behind those accomplishments. The lives they have influenced, the communities they have strengthened, and the way they continue to represent Millersville University long after graduation. As members of the Alumni Association, we are especially proud because these individuals reflect what we hope for all alumni, that the Millersville experience continues to shape who they are and how they contribute to the world. Tonight's honorees remind us that being a Marauder is not just something you work. It is something that you carry with you and continue to live out every day. To our award recipients, thank you. Thank you for your leadership, your service, and for the example you set. You make Millersville proud, and you inspire all of us who share that connection. Congratulations again to each of you, and thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you, Derek. To our award recipients, tonight is not just a moment of recognition. It is also an opportunity to reconnect with your alma mater as you embark on this new chapter of your Millersville story. We would love to see you at events this fall, like State of the Ville, Homecoming, Glorious Sounds of the Season, and more. We'll be keeping you updated regularly about upcoming events, so please be sure to come back and spend more time with us. We will begin tonight with our Marvelous Marauder Awards, celebrating those who have demonstrated remarkable dedication, professional achievement, and unwavering commitment to staying engaged with Millersville University long after their graduation. These individuals truly embody the spirit of the Marvelous Marauder program, which was created in 2023 to honor the legacy of Millersville University, becoming a university 40 years ago. Did any previously recognized Marvelous Marauders in the room please stand by and be recognized? Where are Thank you. Now let's begin. Our first honoree this evening is Austin Barnett. Austin, whose career in public service reflects both courage and compassion, is a graduate of Millersville University with a degree in speech communications. After Millersville, Austin went on to join the Pennsylvania State Police, where he served with a distinction for over a decade. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated not only the technical expertise, but a remarkably high ability to communicate, de-escalate, and bring calm to challenging situations, skills that are essential in law enforcement and may have been rooted in his beginnings college roommate days at Millersville. Austin has taken on leadership roles within the state police, specializing in vehicular fraud investigation and inspections. In these roles, he has led efforts to protect the public, mentor fellow troopers, and ensure the safety and integrity of the communities he serves. His work in large-scale vehicle and school bus inspections, as well as his collaboration with courts, highlights both his leadership and his commitment to public safety. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Austin is also a devoted dad, raising his son with the same values of responsibility, kindness, and integrity that he brings to his career. Although Austin is unable to join us this evening, we are honored to have his parents, Robert and Teresa Barnett, here to accept the award on his behalf. Austin, your commitment to service, leadership, and community embodies the very best of Millersville University. Please join me in congratulating Austin Barnett. Our next honoree is Carl Borges, class of 1983, whose career, leadership, and lifelong commitment to Millersville University reflects a legacy of service, connection, and impact. Carl has built a distinguished professional career in sales and leadership, earning national recognition for his performance and consistency. Throughout his work with organizations such as Hallmark Cards, he not only achieved exceptional results, but also mentored and developed others, including me, and helped shape the next generation of leaders. His leadership began here at Millersville, where he served as captain of the football team under Coach Gene Carpenter, and as president of the fraternity Nu Alpha Kappa. In both roles, Carl demonstrated that work ethic, integrity, and ability to bring people together have defined his life ever since. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Carl's dedication to Millersville have remained strong for decades. Alongside fellow alumni, he has helped shape, organize, and sustain meaningful engagement opportunities, including homecoming gatherings and the annual Shady Maple football reunion, which bring together generations of Marauders while supporting Millersville athletic and scholarship. Throughout his service, his leadership, and his unwavering commitment to his alma mater, Carl has helped strengthen the Millersville community in lasting and meaningful ways. Carl, your lifelong dedication, leadership, and continued support of Millersville University truly made you a marvelous development. Please come forward to receive your award. Our next honoree is Joel Brown II, class of 1998, whose career reflects exceptional leadership, innovation, and a deep commitment to advancing healthcare and developing others. Joel began his journey at Millersville as a standout student in the respiratory therapy program. And if you know anything about that program, that is not an easy program to get. There, his passion for patient care and leadership was evident early on. Over the course of his career, he has continued to distinguish himself both as a clinician and as a leader, contributing to the growth and advancement of the respiratory care profession. He has served in numerous leadership roles across the field, including as a national and international speaker, sharing his experience both on clinical topics and the broader social determinant of health. Today, he serves as the 2026 president of the American Association for Respiratory Care, and in a role that he reflects both in his professional excellence and the trust his peers place in his leadership. In addition to his clinical organizational leadership, Joel is the founder and CEO of Arrive Leadership, an organization focused on developing and focused on the development and high performance teams and advancing a philosophy of servant leadership. Across more than 3 decades in healthcare and service, including time in the U.S. Army Reserve, Joel has remained committed to mentoring others and creating opportunities for those who follow. That commitment also is reflected in his support of future students through the scholarship initiatives designed to expand access to education for underrepresented populations. Joel, for your leadership, your service, and your dedication for elevating both your profession and your community. You truly embody the very best of Millersville University. Please come forward and be recognized. Our next honoree is Danielle Croft, a double Millersville alumna of Millersville University and class of 2015 and 2023 graduate, whose commitment to education and student well-being has made a meaningful impact in our community. Trained as an educator, Danielle has built her foundation as a reading teacher, supporting middle school students as they develop critical literacy skills and competence at learning. Beyond the classroom, Danielle has demonstrated exceptional leadership as advisor to her school's Freedom Club, an organization dedicated to promoting mental health awareness and creating a culture of care among students. Under her leadership, the club became a vibrant and active presence in the school community, engaging students through programming, outreach, and service. That work was recognized in a powerful way when the Freedom Club at her school was named Club of the Year at the organization's annual conference, an honor that reflects both the strength of the students involved in and the guidance that Danielle brought to that role. Through her work as an educator and leader, Danielle has demonstrated a deep commitment to supporting young people, to fostering connection, and strengthening her community. Danielle, your dedication and your leadership and continued commitment to making a difference to Millersville University, not only in those ways we talked about, but as a member of the board, and if you attended Glorious Sounds of the Season last year as our resident help. Really helped make Millersville the best it can be. Please come forward and receive your award. Our next honoree this evening is John DeFrank, class of 1970, whose lifelong commitment to Millersville University reflects a deep and enduring connection to his alma mater and fellow alumni. John has remained actively engaged with the university for decades, contributing his time and energy, strengthening the bond between Millersville and its alumni community. Through his involvement in alumni gatherings, reunions, and ongoing outreach, he has helped create opportunities for Marauders to reconnect, support one another, and to continue their relationship with the university beyond graduation. Those who know John speak of his reliability, his leadership, and his willingness to step forward whenever there is an opportunity to serve. His commitment has helped sustain traditions, grow alumni engagement, and foster a sense of community that spans generations. John's impact is not defined by a single role or moment, but by many years of consistent involvement and his genuine dedication to keeping the Millersville experience alive for others. John, your continued engagement and commitment to your fellow alumni and Marauders make you a truly marvelous Marauder. Please come forward and be recognized. Our next honoree is Eugene Gino Lida, class of 1973, whose life and career have been defined by a quiet but profound commitment to service, education, and mentorship. Since graduating from Millersville, Gino has dedicated himself to supporting and educating students in the Lancaster County community, particularly for those from underrepresented backgrounds. His work has extended far beyond the classroom. He has served as a mentor, an advocate, and a steady source of guidance for countless students navigating their educational journeys. That commitment began during his time at Millersville, where he played an important role in helping to establish the Black Student Association, an organization that continues to support students and strengthen community on campus today. After graduation, Gino continued that work by actively recruiting and mentoring minorities, helping to ensure that they not only arrived in Millersville, but felt supported and prepared to succeed once they were here. Those who know Gino best describe his impact, not through recognition, but through the lives he has shaped. His approach to service has always been grounded in humility, focusing not on acknowledgement, but on making a difference. Although Gino is not able to join us at a family reunion in Westminster, we are honored to have Carl Borth accept this award on his behalf. Gino, your lifelong dedication to education, mentorship, and service reflects the very best in your graduation. Our next honoree this evening is Vincente, Vin or Vinny, depending on how you know him, Giuseppe, class of 1999, whose career reflects extraordinary achievement, leadership, and impact in the field of scientific research. Vin is a distinguished physicist and a research leader currently serving at Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee, where he plays a key role in advancing groundbreaking work in experimental neutrino physics. His research focuses on some of the most fundamental questions in science, contributing to global efforts to better understand the building blocks of our universe. In addition to his technical expertise, Vin serves as Deputy Project Director for the International Legend 1000 collaboration, where he helps lead a large, multidisciplinary team working across institutions and the country to pursue some of the most advanced experiments in his field. Throughout his career, Vin has been recognized not only for his scientific contributions, but also for his leadership, mentoring students, early career researchers, contributing to major research initiatives, and helping shape the direction of scientific discovery on a global scale. Those who know Vinny also speak of his character, his integrity, his generosities, and the thoughtful way he engages with colleagues, friends, and his community. Although Vinny is unable to join us here tonight, I do believe he is joining us on Zoom. We are honored to have his brother and fellow Millersville and Al Giuseppe, class of 1995, came to accept the award on his behalf. Vinny, out in Zoom, your achievements, your leadership, and your contributions to science and to others truly represent the very best of Millersville University. Congratulations. And we send our best from the bill. Our next honoree really requires no introduction. Martha McAdam, whose extraordinary commitment to Millersville University spans decades. And I'm saying nothing because I know wrote the book out. Spans decades of professional service, volunteer, leadership, and philanthropic support. During her career with Millersville University, Martha played a vital role in advancing the institution through her work in development and alumni engagement. She built meaningful relationships with alumni, their families, corporate partners, and managed an extensive portfolio of prospects helping for gifts to the university, ranging from annual contributions to transformational major gifts. Through her leadership, Martha contributed to significant growth in alumni participation and giving, strengthening the university's ability to support students and invest in its future. Her work extends far beyond fundraising. She recruited, she trained, she inspired hundreds of alumni volunteers during the time, and helping to build a career of engagement that continues to benefit Millersville today. Even after her retirement, Martha has remained trusted advisor and active supporter, generously giving her time and expertise to ensure the continued success of the university and to the alumni. Those who work with Martha know her as a connector, a mentor, and a steady presence, someone who is always ready to offer guidance, share perspective, and help move important work forward. Martha, dedication, leadership, and lastly, commitment to Millersville University have made an extraordinary impact. We are proud to recognize you this year as a marvelous Marauder. Please come receive the award. Next is Joyce. Joyce McNamara is class of 1975, whose life and career reflect determination, leadership, and a deep commitment to public service. Joyce's journey began with a passion for learning and determination to pursue a career in nursing. After earning her nursing degree and beginning her professional career, she later returned to higher education, enrolling at Millersville while working full-time and raising a family to complete her bachelor's degree. That commitment to personal and professional growth became a defining characteristic of her career. Joyce went on to serve in leadership at the state level, ultimately becoming director of the Division of Long-Term Care for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. In that role, she played a critical part in implementing federal regulations, establishing statewide standards, and improving the quality and oversight of nursing home and long-term care facilities in the Commonwealth. Through her leadership, Joyce helped to shape systems that impacted thousands of residents, their families, and healthcare professionals, leaving a lasting mark in the field of nursing and long-term care. Joyce's story is one of persistence, service, and lifelong commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. Joyce, I am very happy this year to call you a marvelous Marauder. Congratulations. Our next honoree is Dr. Romaine Marauder, class of 2011, whose career reflects dynamic leadership, innovation, and a deep commitment to expanding opportunity and building stronger communities. Dr. Thrower is an accomplished executive leader with more than a decade of experience working at the intersection of education, workforce development, philanthropy, and community impact. Throughout her career, she has focused on designing and leading programs that expand access, strengthen organizations, and create clear pathways for individuals to succeed. Currently serving as Senior Director of Workforce Programs for the Skills Initiative, she works closely with institutional partners, funders, and community stakeholders to develop strategies that drive measurable impact and long-term growth. Her leadership has been instrumental in advancing initiatives that support major philanthropic investments and regional partnerships. In addition to her leadership, Dr. Thrower is the founder of Elite Professional Consulting Group and the creator of Elite Lead Her, a growing leadership community focused on supporting and elevating women professionals through mentorship, collaboration, and shared growth. Her commitment to service also extends to her role as the board chair for Pathways Beyond Borders, where she provides strategic leadership to programs centered on access, opportunity, and women's impact. From her earliest leadership experiences here in Millersville as an orientation to the way, to her work today, Dr. Thrower has consistently demonstrated a leadership philosophy grounded in service, trust, and a commitment to leading people and organizations along the way. Dr. Thrower, your commitment to leadership, your vision, and to the university is truly inspiring, and I'm happy to call you a marvelous Marauder. Congratulations. For our final marvelous Marauder this evening, we recognize Jim Owen, class of 1980, whose leadership and impact have shaped not only Lancaster County, but the broader field of environmental sustainability and community development. Jim built an extraordinary career with the Lancaster County Solid Waste Management Authority, beginning as the county's first recycling coordinator and ultimately serving as CEO for more than 2 decades. Under his leadership, the organization became a national model, expanding its work in renewable energy, transforming waste into a resource, and reinvesting in projects that enhance the quality of life for the community it serves. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Jim has been deeply committed to the Lancaster community, serving in leadership roles across a wide range of organizations and helping to advance initiatives that connect environmental stewardship, economic development, and public space. His vision extended far beyond operations. He saw opportunity in every challenge and worked to ensure the impact of his work would be felt for generations to come. This evening, it is our privilege to recognize not just the career achievement, but the legacy of leadership, innovation, and service. Jim, your contributions have made a lasting difference, both in your profession and your community. We are honored to recognize you tonight as a marvelous Marauder. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Dan Sedelnik, class of 1975, and chair of the Alumni Association's Scholarship, Grants, and Awards Committee to the podium as we turn our attention to the Alumni Awards.
Good afternoon. Before I begin, I want to thank our special alumni director, particularly the fire name, Rise and Relax. And go our bus, so we have past presidents of the North Alumni Association, Phil Lowe, Steve Bum. And Bill Martin was to be here, but he called in to look at them. Past president and distinguished alumna would be Catherine Glass. Cheryl Hughes. Both here. We also have several past distinguished outstanding volunteer recipients. Want to recognize the work that they've done for the recognition. Bill Lowe, Steve Pope, Catherine Glass, Cheryl Hughes, Steve Hitcher, Mark Phillips, and Butch Stalin. Thank you all. At the end of tonight's ceremony, on the way out, you may want to look into the university room because the name plaques are already raised and up there. And take a picture of all the communities. Plus, the room is coolest. For over 50 years, Millersville University has recognized and honored outstanding alumni who demonstrated remarkable achievements in their career. Additionally, the association sponsors several scholarships and student grants for research to support students. Tonight's awards are special and they recognize people that have done the work, helped out and supporting those organizations as students. The first two awards are unique for alumni board emeritus. To be eligible for that award, you've had to contribute quite a bit of your life, time, energy, and existence to the university, and have graduated over 50 years ago, and still be alive. So our first recipient is 1965, Phil Lowe. He's 565. He's being recognized for his life's work as an educator and as a community leader. While in Millersville, he was co-captain of the wrestling team and placed PSAC championships. He received the Ted Rupp Outstanding Wrestler Award and graduated with a degree in education and moved to Lancaster City, where he started the elementary middle school wrestling program at Hand, and then was a coach and teacher at Manor for a number of years. In '81, he transitioned from education to the business. He became a marketing manager for a Kunstler company, and he eventually retired as vice president in 2004. However, as a lifelong resident of London County, Lancaster County, he continued to work as a volunteer for many organizations, and in 1975 was identified and recognized as the outstanding young man in Lancaster. For Millersville, his service here spanned several decades. He spent 32 years as a volunteer member of the Executive Board of Student Service. He retired from that as board chairman in 2022 and worked with the Alumni Association as the chair of the Scholarship Grants and Awards Committee, received the Alumni Distinguished Service Award, worked for over 20 years in the homecoming program. He also was our board president from 2002 to 2004. Phil, could you come forward and get a picture taken? And
absolutely. Oh, you got I ran into a former friend.
No, I'm sorry, there's no speeches, there's no.
For their time and code, nothing. No, lost.
Can't keep it quiet.
Oh. I want to study these. Thank you all. It's awesome. I would have challenged you for but I never get back. It's actually good. Thank you.
Our second board, emeritus awards from the student about class of 1970. Graduated from Millersville and began science and Wilson and Pepperdine. After several years, he did a career shift to industry, and he worked for Camp Incorporated on an engineering team to improve the properties of ceramic filters, resulting in a patent for improving the UV curing plating process. I have no idea what that is. But I know it was good. Throughout his professional life, he found time to serve on the Millersville University Alumni Board of Directors for 20 years. Beginning in the 1980s, he chaired the activities and finance committees. He was board president in 1991 to 1993, treasurer from 2008 to 2016, didn't embezzle any money. And we appreciate that because having to be recognized as outstanding board emeritus. He received his undergraduate degree in chemistry from Millersville and completed work in biology and education at Millersville, New York. He resides with his lovely wife, Melinda Kathy, who's also a longtime board member, and Steve placed him down and received recognition. Our next award is an honorary alumni award, which is presented to a person who did not graduate from Millersville, but intricately involved in everything that we do. Ethan Hulsley, Millersville's sports information director, is a perfect example of the kind of individual which was our alumni will be. Came to Millersville in 2008 and in charge of athletic communications and had time to share stories, triumphs, achievements, all the university student athletics for over two decades. Past 17 years, we finished on-campus game days for 19 sports with broadcast, photography, social media coverage, statistics. And during that time, he's represented the Marauders in sports programs of excellence, having been recognized as a district winner for the College Sports Communications State Writing Contest 11 times, 4 different categories, and 2 National Stories of the Year were selected. He's also currently the coordinator of the Division II Conference Commissioners Association baseball program. He's working with the Alumni Association now as we gather sports memorabilia together, put into the designated student lounge museum area of Lombardo College of Business, which is being converted from Brooks Gym. There was no one more deserving of the title of honorary Millersville alumni than Ethan. I know this Marauder Prize runs deep and proud to recognize him as a Millersville daughter. Ethan. The next awards are the Young Alumni Achievement Awards that recognize Millersville graduates who are outstanding in the professions and serve as examples for Millersville graduates. They have to have graduated in the past 20 years. Our first recipient is Stephen McAndrew, class of 2006. Graduated from Millersville with a degree in economics and began a career with the U.S. Army when he worked as a cyber policy specialist in the Department of Homeland Security. During that time, he completed his master's in business and continued his work in cybersecurity with the federal government. In his role as director of federal cybersecurity, he advised senior administration officers in the national security policy and worked directly with the Office of Management Budget to manage a $90 million technology budget. Starting in 2022, Stave entered the current position of, let me get this right, Deputy Associate Administrator for Information Management and Chief Information Officer at the National Nuclear Security Administration.
All right.
Is that right? Anyway, in his role, is responsible for managing all operational, technical, and administrative aspects of NNSA's cybersecurity program. Throughout his career, Steve has received many awards for his service, expertise in cybersecurity, dedication to serving our nation and protecting Americans from cyber attacks makes him an exemplary candidate for recognition as Millersville's Young Achievement Alumni. Stephen? Our next Young Alumni Achievement Award goes to Stephen Ryans, class of 2007. Graduated from Millersville with honors in psychology and a minor in government. While he was at the Mill, he served as a resident advisor for 3 years and also refereed inaugural sports, which led him to his job, I guess, as a police officer at Charleston Police Department in South Carolina. While working as a police officer, he helped establish the city's crisis intervention team. He was trained in de-escalating situations involving citizens struggling with mental illness and training new officers in legal technology trends and police methodology. Stephen graduated from the Charleston School of Law in 2013 and became a lead trial attorney for South Carolina, working in internet crimes against children. He supervised investigations and prosecutions involving children sex abuse cases across South Carolina and serves as an instructor with the FBI's computer science response team traveling across the country to serve as a legal instructor with FBI agents in the field. Since December of 2025, he's become the attorney assigned with the South Carolina Supreme Court Commission on Mutual Contact, which oversees prosecutions of judges who have engaged in misconduct. He resides with his wife Kristen in Charleston, South Carolina, and Stephen, which come forward, please. Our next young alumni is Christopher Gordon, class of 2013. Proud graduate of Millersville University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in social work with a minor in entrepreneurship. Following graduation, Chris determined to make a meaningful impact in his community and served young adults, counselor, and an intensive case management for at-risk youth over a decade in Philadelphia City. He provides counseling for intervention services for families, couples, and individuals. He takes pride in tailoring his approaches to the individual. Beyond professional responsibilities, Chris remains deeply connected to his community through active service, leadership, and mentorship. He founded and manages 2 nonprofit organizations, Men Empowering Men and 24/7 Fatherhood. Programs are dedicated to influencing and encouraging young men to become better fathers, stronger role models, and positive leaders with their families. And Chris, for all the work you do to make community stronger, you're an excellent example of worthy recipient of Young Alumni. Please come forward. Our final Young Alumni Achievement Award goes to Ethan Poet, class of 2020. Ethan is a living example of resiliency, determination, and success that can inspire others to live and strive to overcome all odds. He is successful in all their endeavors. In 2011, Ethan was involved in a near-fatal car accident that nearly took his life. Doctors gave him about a 1% chance to live, but with Ethan's determination, hard work, and on the road to recovery, and the struggles to overcome adversity he faced with his family, community, that gave him the strength to survive and achieve success. Today, Ethan is CEO and founder of Ethan A. Poetic. He's an author, speaker, certified mental health counselor, and motivational speaker, community advocate. He uses his voice to uplift others. He speaks candidly about survivors' guilt, healing, and the discipline required to rebuild one's life by encouraging and empowering others to overcome their own adversities and hardship. He's a compelling example of how Millersville alumni can influence lives beyond the village. Ethan, congratulations. Looking forward to your voice. And at this time, I would like to ask and invite Jennifer Engel, last year's distinguished alumna recipient, to come forward and present the distinguished alumni awards for our recipients. Jennifer.
Thank you. Gee, I'm sweating in my shoes. I know, and I've got sandals on. Yes, and that's right. I don't know if we're cool enough to be able to put up with some puns, but I did want to say that our distinguished alumni this year offer us an embarrassment of riches, and there are so many things and puns I could get out of their last names, but I won't do that because we're all too bored. But this award is presented to a living alumnus of Millersville who has been distinguished in such a way as to bring honor to the individual for their professional achievements, contributions to society, to the university, or to the Alumni Association. And we have two wonderful recipients. The first, in that lovely standout shirt, is Richard Huck from the class of '93. He began his 40-year, what did I say, 43? 73, I apologize. Although you might want to be here. But he began his 40-year teaching career as an art teacher at Ephrata High School, where he established an art concentration camp class and regularly had students winning gold and silver key Scholastic Art Awards on the local and national level. He is so talented and has served as the president of the Lancaster Echo Valley Art Group and was a frequent visitor to MU, offering many lectures and workshops for students. While Rick loved teaching students, he also found time to pursue his own art career, which has earned him numerous national and international awards. And over the years, Rick's work has been shown around the world in exhibits in New York City, Paris, Amsterdam, and in Japan and Australia. Throughout his work, he regularly gave credit to his educational foundation and love of art at Millersville University. Upon retirement, Rick moved to Maine, where he was much, and continued to pursue his love of art. He served as an artist in residence at Acadia National Park, and his work was recognized as Best in Show at the Colored Pencil Society of America in 2022. As a student, Rick was a member of the MU football team and regularly kept in touch with his teammates. He recently provided a gift of this original artwork depicting former teammates that can be seen on campus in the athletic office building. So Rick, please come forward to receive your distinguished alumni. Now we need some Mission Impossible music. Richard Risky from the class of 1970. completing his bachelor's degree back when Millersville was a state college. Rick pursued a career in law enforcement and was accepted with the FBI and assigned to the New Jersey Gaming Enforcement Program. Subsequently, Rick applied for the position as an agent with the Secret Service, where he began a 30-year career of exemplary service to our country. As a member of the Secret Service, Rick led a successful sting operation on an embezzlement fraud scheme in Philadelphia, which culminated in the prosecution of more than 35 criminals. He was next selected to the Presidential Protection Detail for President George H.W. Bush. He performed many tasks during his assignment, which included conducting domestic and international advanced security details for presidential visits. And after this assignment, Rick began working with the Financial Crimes Division, where he was part of an international law enforcement team that successfully investigated a Chinese organized crime group that led to the first successful RICO prosecution in Secret Service history. Rick also served in supervisory field office posts, including heading up the active protection detail in New York City on September 11, 2001. After 20 successful years with the Secret Service, Rick planned to retire, but was recruited by the Homeland Security Division to investigate funding of international terrorist organizations working against the United States. Throughout his career, Rick never forgot his Millersville roots, where he got his foundation. While at Millersville, Rick was the captain of the 1973 Marauder football team and has been recognized for his leadership on the field as a distinguished alumni of Millersville football program. Rick, please look forward to receive your distinguished alumni.
Congratulations again to all of our awardees tonight. As we wrap up the evening, we would like to invite all of our award winners to step over here for a quick group photo. We're going to do 2 photos, one for Marvelous Marauders, they'll go first, and then one for the Alumni Award winners, they'll go second. Actually, we're going to go over here on this side, behind this divider for the photo. And while that's happening, everybody else, you're welcome to help yourself to some dessert or coffee and tea. Thank you so much and safe travels home. If all our award winners could please head behind the divider.